Now, back to the interview from a few minutes ago with Barnes, Leslie, and Jimmy. The best of the Morning X.
99X.
Kevin and Michael Bacon. Some of the movies I've enjoyed you the most in, like River Wild. Is it called River Wild?
River Wild, yeah.
Love that movie. I like Stir of Echoes last summer.
That was great.
You are in every movie, though. It's got to be great. I mean, your agent must be just, on the phone.
You work a lot.
You have a good
you
agent.
Work a lot.
Yes.
What was Murder in the First your most difficult role, would you say?
The movie that I just finished, The Hollow Man, which is coming out in the summer, this was probably the most difficult thing I've ever done. For one thing, it took about 9 months. And
wow.
I play the Invisible Man, and it was just technically really, really hard. I mean, Murder in the First was, emotionally
right,
kind of like wiped me out. But Hollow Man physically and mentally was the hardest thing I've ever done.
The other day, weren't we talking about where would you go for an hour if you were invisible?
If
you were invisible.
An invisible pill for an hour,
Yeah.
what would you do?
Well, that's what this movie is kind of based on.
Really?
Is it?
It's based on that, on if you tap into that concept and you think about whether or not it would create or encourage a certain kind of evil that might already be lurking in your heart, and the power and all that. That's what this picture's about.
Where would you go? What would you do for 1 hour?
If you had 1 hour.
But ironically, Barnes and I, not knowing each other's answer, picked the exact same thing.
1 hour.
You have 1 hour, you're invisible, you can get away with whatever you want, do whatever you want. What would it be?
I don't know. I don't know.
Michael?
That's a tough one. Yeah, I'd have to think about that.
One guy had a good answer. He would go down on the Super Bowl on the floor and just wreck havoc.
Start tripping guys.
Blocking
Start
kicks,
tripping guys.
just doing the
That's
whole
pretty
thing.
funny. That was pretty
That
creative.
That was
pretty
good.
Start
yeah.
tripping guys.
We both said we'd go to the Oval Office and hang out and check out the scene. We may
Sneak
be
in.
about 2 years too late.
Right,
but
we missed some of the
hey.
activity, but
Yeah, that would be interesting. I don't know.
Is watching Footloose kind of like looking at your high school yearbook for you, or do you look at it and say, yeah, that was cool?
I mean, I was about 24, I think, when I did Footloose.
Right,
so.
but you know how it is when you look at your high school yearbook and you go, oh my God, what was I? Look at what I was wearing, and
No, frankly, I don't watch Footloose.
yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy goes home every week.
No, but I mean, it's
Honey!
because they did the
Watch
Broadway
it again.
play, and it came up again because they put it on Broadway.
I saw the
and
show.
all
I
that.
saw the Broadway show, and it made me feel old.
Did it really? Yeah.
Those kids jumping around.
And I want to try something here because
You're killing me
and
with
it's
that
not
Kev
the,
thing.
and it's
I know.
not the. Well, his name is Kevin. That's what you call.
His name's Kevin.
Fine. You can call me Ray, or you can call me Jay.
All right. Because and by the way, we're not going to ask you about or to play the Kevin Bacon game.
No.
We will
God
not
bless
do
you.
that.
We didn't bring it up.
We did not bring that up.
God bless you.
It's because that's
Yeah,
Yay.
right. All right. It's not.
You're over that.
Yeah, you're over that.
You didn't bring it up, right?
You didn't bring
Well,
it up.
but I'm
What
not.
would
We're
you
not
call
going to.
what you just did.
Well, because when I said we want to do something, I saw you kind of look at your shoes and
Oh,
have that.
Oh, no, here comes the
that.
Kevin
No.
Bacon
I
game.
gotta admit, that's what I thought was coming.
No,
I'm
no.
gonna read a
it's
list.
not.
Let me read a short list of celebrities for you: John Voight, Dustin Hoffman, Will Smith, David Bowie, Bob Costas, Conan O'Brien, Steve Martin, and Tom Brokaw. Now, we do a thing on this show called the Fish Quiz. And in the history of the 6 years of our show, they've all done the Fish Quiz. And only one celebrity has actually ever not wanted to do the Fish
Warren
Quiz. Only
Beatty.
Warren
Dustin
Beatty did the Fish
Hoffman.
Quiz. Only one
What are
celebrity
you
has ever
trying to
turned
say?
this
Get
down.
to the point.
So I'm supposed to
And
guess who it is?
It was you.
Oh,
You're the
was it?
only one.
It was you. It was at
And
a...
we kind of resented that for a while, but
We
now that we see
did,
you're a
but,
nice
you
We
guy.
took it
No,
personally.
we took it
We know you're a
personally.
nice guy now.
What was the fish quiz?
it was...
Although it was at a Wild Things junket
was-
in L.A.
it was
and
at a
you
Wild-
shoved a mic
right.
in your face. So
Right. It was the Wild Things junket. That's right.
Uh-huh.
It's where you have to name... and I have the tape of you saying no somewhere, which I
Oh, that's good.
was
You gotta
like...
play that.
You're like, the what? You're like, the what?
The what?
No,
blame
you were
him,
like,
yeah.
I'm
Gotta go.
not going to do that shit.
Yeah,
You know.
right. Hey, I heard that.
he said shit.
Stuff. I said stuff.
Oh.
It's a 15-second quiz
Yeah.
in which you name as many fish as you can.
Okay.
All right, it's a
Very
speed
simple.
game. It's a speed game.
But it's anything underwater that's living.
If
All right.
if you like
Anything
the
under-
band Sister Hazel, the lead singer Ken Block is
Yeah, he's
actually
the champion.
champ
Okay.
of that.
You ready?
Yeah, on your mark, get set, Kevin Bacon, fish quiz, go.
Grouper, shad, trout, shark, swordfish, squid, Portuguese man o' war, starfish, trumpetfish.
Oh,
8.
I got 9.
The record was 19.
19.
Yeah,
19.
speed.
It was
Speed
pretty.
was definitely key. Guys, we appreciate you getting up early.
Kevin
Hanging
Michael
out.
Bacon.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks a lot.
You're listening to the best of the Morning X. You can also catch it on the Morning X podcast, wherever you get your podcasts, or at 99x.com.
This is a mini meditation guided by Bombas. Repeat after me. I'm comfy. I'm cozy. I have 0 blisters on my toes. And that's because I wear Bombas, the softest socks, underwear, and t-shirts that give back. 1 purchased equals 1 donated. Now go to bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/listen and use code LISTEN at checkout.